Okay, now we are going to talk about our eShop add new product page, how to design it. Uh, we are add those element into our page, and we done that one as our previous, and in our ad product page we have our header part and our container part and our footer part. That's how we structured our page, and we have those element. Let's see how we coded those elements. We first start our session in PHP script, and we write our HTML structure, and in that HTML we have a head part, and we link our style sheet and bootstraps and style and our icon link, and we link our icon to our page in our resource folder. Then we have the body section. First of all, we include our container field in our div class to take all window area to our design. Then we have our row and GUI class. Then we have include our header part. That web page we have that header part. We design it in our previous video. Then we look if there are a user with session U. If it is user have that session, then go to our page. If not, we send them to our login page. Then after that we add a hover to divide our header part and our middle part. Then we grab 12 column, and we add a row to divide that column, and we get a div, and we add a text center class and take 12 column, and we add a h2 tag, and we set that color as a primary, and we set that font weight as a bold, and we wrote a text at new product. We can see that text. We grab that 12 column, and we center that text, and we change color as a primary, and font weight bold, and after that we grab a 12 column, and we put a div to divide that 12 column, and we again set 12 column for small and call large for class for large devices, and we set a border as a success, and we put a border end. We can see there we set a border end and border color as a success, and we grab that for call large for uh, area, and after that we divide that 4 column by using our row class, and in that row we grab a 12 column. That means we grab those 12 column, and we set a label. We set that class form label and font weight bold, and we set a style to set font size as 20 pixel, and we set that text as product category, select product category. We can see there we set that one as view, and after that we loaded our category by using our connection. Sorry, we open a PHP script, and we write a code to query to select all category, and we look at how many categories are there, and after and we get that category, and let's see, we got that categories by using those codes, by find in our category table, and we look at how many categories are there by using category number, and we fetch as of every category by using that option in option, and set value which we in our category table data, and we set those category names one by one by using that for loop, and after that we set a select band as mentioned mentioned in our category. We done same thing to represent our brand. We can see in same line we have select product band, and also we done same thing to select product model. That's we done in next lines. Border end, we don't need that border end class. Then we load again our brands. After that we take our models, then after we put over HR tag, to separate those sections, and we have that one. We have we grab a dual column and set a row to divide that, and we have that a title product. After that hover, and we set a label for that, and set font classes. Then we set input field to add a title, and we set offset, and for large devices set 2 for offset, and we can see we set offset to input our title. Then we again set a hover to set our next part. We can see the hover and set that color as a success. Then we grab a dual column and set a row for divide. Then we grab 4 columns and set border end and border success as previous, and we divide that 4 column into another parts, and we set select product condition as we did in our this part, and we have used radios in that section. We can see there we have set select product condition, and we set it to a column to next line, go to next line and show checkbox, and we set a form check and form check inline, that means inline. Then we send set margin for 5, that we can see there mx5. Then we set input and set class as a check input, and that type is radio, and we set that one as a checked, that's mean it is checked default. We can select these two, and default one is brand by using that checked attribute. Then we set label for that B part as a brand new, and we done next checked item as previous. Then we move to next one and grab large column 4 and set border end and success color, and we say set a 12 column, and we set a text as a select product color, and we take lower part and set 12 column class, and we generate our colors from our table by using that query lines, and we search our colors in database, and we look at how many colors are there by using numbers, and we generate all colors by using that for loop. Then we can see there we have all colors, and we have add new color input field by using those line. We grab 12 column and set input group and margin top, 2 and bottom 2, and in that div we set input class and button to add a color, and set that button to button outline primary. We can see their outline is primary color, and we have type button, and we set that button name as plus add, and we have a placeholder add new color placeholder. We can see there add new color showing in our input field, and it is a form control we set as a class. And we go to next section, and in that one we grab 4 columns as previous, and small for 12, and we uh, set our row class to divide that one, and we set 12 column, and set a label to add product quantity, and now we change our font size and weight, and as a set as a form label class by using Bootstrap. And for that label we set our input field to input our numbers. Therefore we set only user can input number by using type as a number, and value is 0 by default, and min class, min attribute. We can see that minimum is 0. We can't go we can't go to the backward from 0. That's what this attribute, and ID as a quantity qty, and we set a hover class for 12 columns, and set a color as a success, and we set our grab a 12 column for add those part. We can see in a previous column as the previous part, we grab that 12 columns and set cost per item, and set that input group, and that's input as type text, and set a span for 0.00. We can see there 0.00, and we set initial part as rupees. We can see that line, and we set the input field in center in that input field, and we set that offset by using offset large 2. We can see there, and we grab 12 columns, and for large device it is 8. We can see there offset, and for large 8 column, and we set border end and its color as a success. Then we generate approved payment method images. We can see there we got 6 columns for that part approved payment method, and set our div to that label, and we in next we can we grab that 6 column and we got that 12 column, and to generate that picture we again set 12 column uh, class div. Then we set row to divide that columns. We grab as column as two those pictures and set offset for first one. Two, there is no offset too small, and grab two column for small, and we set PM class and PM1 class to set our pictures. We can see what is the PM class. Then we can see their height and border size, background size is contained. That mean that in a frame we background grab though that only show that background in our specific area, and background repeat is no repeat, there is a no repeat, and background position is centered. And we set those all three four pictures that class, and we set one by one using that background image, and set a URL in our resources. And payment image we can see there in our resources. In payment method, in a payment method we can see those pictures, and we set one by one those pictures and generate into our payment method section by write as this. Then we have our class to separate, and in our delivery cost part we done same thing as which we done before as cost per item. We can see rupees, and we only we not set a offset, and we set only we grab and set a text for those two, and grab 6 columns. We can see the we got that section, and in input span we can see the rupees and cent part and input field, and its text by using that line. And we done same thing to delivery cost out of Colombo, and we divide again border success, and we set a product description by wrote this lines. We grab 12 column and set a row to divide that, and we set 12 column, and we set product description, and font weight bold and size as 20 pixel, and form label class. Then we set a text area to write that description. And we also use form control class and its ID as a and we have 12 30 columns and 50 rows, 50 row size and 30 column size. We can see there that's 30 column size, and that is 50 row, uh, 15 rows, and we use hover to do separate and set add product image part to our product. We can see there in that one we grab 12 and divide by using row, and in that one we set text to that section as add product image. We can see there add product image, and after that we grab a 12 column those area, and we set the offset as we see. We can see there we set 3 offset and grab 6 columns for large, and we divide into that part into 3 section, and we set that 3 by as that 4 column, and set a border and primary and rounded. That's mean that one rounded and color primary, and and we have good 4 column, and we set the images src to show that picture and from our resource folder, and we set a class image fluid, and we got old area, and it's width as a 250 pixel, and we set id, and same thing to next to images, and after that we lower part in that section we add a button to upload images, and to do we set the input field and file to add files, and we can see there when we click on that button that file selector is opening, and that is in that field in that line, and we set a multiple attribute to add any number of files, and set a id, and we hide that input field using data class, and set a label for that id for that input field, and we connect that one for using for, and we grab that 12 columns in that large 6 column, and we set on click function and set text for that label. That's how we done that one, and use a over class to divide that one separate, and finally we can set we set notice and some text, and our product save button. We can see there we grab a 12 column for that notice part. For notice part we grab 12 columns, and and set a label notice and set a font size and it weight as a bold, and we label another. We have label uh, those lines from using form label, and after that next part we grab 4 columns for large and set for offset, and set a degree to grab all these columns for design, and margin top and bottom is set, and we set that button in that div as BTN success for save product. You can see there we set offset and grab 4 columns, and that BTN class and color as a success. That's how we done that middle part, and we set our footer PHP to display our foot on our this page by using that include. That's how we design our ad product responsive page by using our CSS and Bootstrap and JavaScript, and that's how it's appear to regard our codes. And thank you.